Hello there, everyone. It is I, Milkman Deluxe, and I am not wanting to die of like heat exhaustion, so I've got an air conditioner in the background. I don't feel bad about the fact that I've got an air conditioner in the background. It is hot, 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 hot outside, and rather than like sweat myself to death, I've got a cool AC running, and so it's just going to be one of the things that kind of has to happen, you know? Uh, it'll be alright. I just realized I need to take care of, I can't take care of it right now, but I forgot to take care of the stream elements yesterday because I was roasting in here, like a roasted nut, and it just didn't work out to my advantage, but it'll be alright. I still pay attention to the notifications, and I can go like, hey, notification, this works, this is great, this is grand. I want to look at one thing just real quick, just to make sure that everything is set up the way that it should be. I'm gonna have to fix something, da-doo-da, probably. But again, I just keep forgetting to make the time to do that, and that's, my fault and my problem. I am messing with some of my, some things at the moment, but you know what? It's gonna be okay. It is. It really is. So I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll just take care of it. Let's get into the game. I think that's going to be the best thing we can do at the moment. We got some voodoo events going on. And I realized something today. For some reason, whenever I put my Elgato over to component, it wanted to do everything extremely dark. Which means that Psychonauts was probably a little bit darker than it should be. Guess what? We have the video the way that it should be at the color it should be at. Ha ha! I am an idiot. I shouldn't say that, but I mean, like, you don't always pay attention to those things the way that you should. And so, it is the way that it is. This is a game that I absolutely love, for the most part. And I'm playing it on the original Xbox. There is a remastered version for the PlayStation, not PlayStation, for the Xbox and for Steam. Hi, Yasmina, how are you? Change your game category. Oh! I thought I had changed that. You have Outlast Trials. It's no longer Outlast Trials. It should be Voodoo Events now. It should be Voodoo Events. And is that popping up? Yes. Is everything alright? You probably hear an air conditioner in the background. And that's going to be a given. It's really hot in this office, and rather than, like, die of heat stroke, I'm just going to have to deal with a little bit of background noise. Is it problematic as far as the sound, the air conditioner and my sound and the other sound? It's not like messing things up, is it? No? Awesome. Alright. So, let's get into Voodoo Vince. No, I don't want to continue at the carnival. We're going to start a new game.
In an old city, in an old neighborhood.
This is one of my favorite Xbox games. Like, I love this game. Kind of the big problem with it is it does something that Psychonauts does at the end, and it's a problem with some of the older platformers. But we'll get into that once we get there. It does have, like, as you go through this and you watch it, it does have kind of a Psychonauts vibe to it, so to speak, with the humor and things of that nature. So, like, the later levels in this game become very problematic. But we'll make it through it, and hopefully we won't die in horrible condition. But we're brought to life. Yeah, some of the graphics may not be the best because Charlemagne looks, yeah.
There is great danger of... But I was too late. I was trapped and on my way.
What is this? This is Voodoo Vince.
The zombie dust had unleashed was already beginning to
This
bend the
is
law of
a
reality.
game that takes place in New Orleans. It is a platformer that takes place... Can I snooze
Yet I
this?
could also sense a new mind in
It won't let me
contact
snooze
with
the
my
ad, so I
own.
gotta be quick about
It was
this.
Vince.
It's a platformer that takes place in Louisiana. You play a voodoo doll,
An unlikely
and
hero,
you
to be
are
sure.
trying to
But only
rescue
Vince
Lady
can
Charlemagne,
help me
who was the
now.
lady that got smacked in the face with a voodoo-infected chair. And we are out to defeat a man by the name of Cosmo, who is he's a magician. He's not very bright.
Find me before it's too late.
But we're going to go through various areas. Hi, Inu, how are you? We're going to go through various areas of New Orleans. You never stop surprising me with your choice of games. Look, well, here's the way I look at it. Variety is the spice of life. You know, I don't want to just get shoehorned into playing one type of video game. Oh, well, we got an ad starting soon, so... I like to play a variety of different video games simply because of the fact that, I don't know, I just feel like if I'm playing the same thing over and over and over, I get bored. And I'm not going to say that my watchers would get bored, because people will watch the same game over and over and over and over. I just can't do that. So I prefer variety over, you know, over absolutely nothing. So we're learning the controls. The right stick does our camera, left stick. X punches, and we can jump and bop people on the head. B is an attack as well, and Y we're going to learn what it does in just a little bit. But we're going to want to head over in, I believe, let me look around just for a second. Yeah, we can double jump. Okay, so we have the ad now. Let me just do like this, and... Look at those quality graphics. In the fact that I never said that you have to play the same game. Okay, we'll get... Well, actually, you're probably ad blocking right now. No. I'm not saying that you said that. I haven't thought that in the least bit. I never assumed that you were saying that. So please don't think that I was. Yeah, I forgot you use ad block. X and head slam. So please don't think that I was thinking that when I said that. This hover is going to come in handy. Something lovely. In later parts of this game. It's just, I'm more so going over, this is kind of my mantra when it comes to playing video games. The reason why I do like I do. And I don't expect every game that I play to be some sort of hit with the watchers. It's just, you know, it's just my viewpoint. But,
Look for more updates. This is a
voodoo icon. Okay, give you voodoo power, that's right. So the voodoo power is like something that to me is humorous, because our buddy here is a voodoo doll, right? So what are voodoo dolls known for? Like, the way that people really think of voodoo dolls is that, smack, smack, smack. They took damage because I took damage.
monsters contain magic beads.
And so I was able to kill them very quickly that way. So, again, you know, to me, that's kind of a cool, you know, gimmick. But, please don't assume that I was saying that, you're saying I should play one thing. I was just kind of going over my mantra when it comes to games. And there is Cosmo, our villain. The Inscrutable.
It is I, Cosmo the Inscrutable. Behold the future
He kind of looks like, you know, a puppet. The way that his head and his mouth moves. He looks like someone's hand should be up, like his neck.
And face your mortal enemy.
You know, you don't have to be mean about it.
Madame Charmaine must be a fool to think a mere pile of cloth and thread can defeat the likes of me.
Well, we'll just see how far along we can make the... Oh.
How are you... What are you doing in my evil vision?
I'm just making a sandwich.
For crying out loud!
Is her name Charlemagne because she got hit with a chair? She might be, actually. I never thought about that before.
Oh, yeah. Fool! How can you hope to save Madame Charmaine when you face awesome power like... Hey,
Ah, yes, the voodoo thing.
why are you looking at me like
And
that?
with that, just a quick
What are you doing?
da-da-da. Tense stare down. Boop.
Never mess with a voodoo doll, Poindexter. Freaking idiot. Dragging me out on a night like this. Might as well get this show on the road, though. Can't believe they want a 10-inch voodoo doll to go be a hero. Can't some other
I like the fact that he's basically just like, yeah, I'm a voodoo doll. Doesn't mean anything. So every 100 dust bags gets me health, and I'm already at like 94. Extra lives are going to be handy in this game because later this, like I said, this is just going to get frustrating. But I really want to save that. We'll talk about it a little bit more in the game once we get to it. Because we'll see more of what I'm wanting to discuss as we progress further into this stage. What I view to be a big problem in the platformers during this period of time. Hi Claire, how are you today? By the way, if it turns out that you like this game, let me recommend. Let me see.
Some action pads require a special item to work properly.
Can't use this pad yet. I gotta remember what I can do here. Because there's something specific that I've got to do, and I've got to remember what it is. Until then, I'm going to destroy those. And I think what it is that I need to do is... I think I jump into that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played this. Yeah, because those guys are back again. I can't really knock that out yet. So let's... What happens if I jump in here? Right. I thought I was correct on that.
I'm okay.
So there are times that you are going to have to hurt yourself in order to progress further into the game. Just like that.
Have faith in your strength,
It seems like later
That's a
on as the
light
game
to make
progresses,
you
they
less
appear less and
self-obsessed.
less, which is disappointing to me. But it's kind of one of those it is what it is type things.
Press Y again
press
to drop
X to
whatever
use.
you carry.
Mostly listen to a little bit of work. That's fine. That's quite all right. I'm sorry, you were trying to get my attention, Vince, and I ignored you. Powers unlock new voodoo powers. Oh, did I? Anvil hat. So we're progressing further into this stage. Giant piggy bank. Do you already see one of the issues that I'm kind of talking about? Like, oh yeah, we gotta deal with him again for a minute.
Most
You'll never make it past
But you'll never make it past
the piggy bank of doom. Oh, my friend did a mini. When you say had a new store down, had to open a new store down there, do you mean like in the Hville area? Is that what you mean? Let's go talk to the piggy bank real quick and go say hi to him. Hi, Doodle Pig Pig. Doodle Pig Pig, let's talk.
This must be the laziest monster ever.
Hi.
First thing I gotta
Oh.
do is wake him up if I want to get past.
Doodle Pig Pig still hurts.
That wasn't too helpful.
Alright, so we're going to have to figure out a way to take out Doodle Pig Pig. And whenever we get a new power, I'm going to try to show it off if I can remember. I may not always remember, but I'm going to do my best to do that. These will be helpful later on because, yeah, this is like when you go through a stage, if you need to travel somewhere, you use that. Oh! Here, we'll just do this. This is the Anvil Hat. And I like how the enemies get squished along with you.
Not a sports car, but I'll take it.
So I think that's kind of like an interesting choice, is that your enemies like will get smushed along with events. Good day, sir. I finally got the 4 wheels fixed. Hey, all right. Just do me a favor. Pay more attention to the road than to the stream, if you would. We want you to be safe. I do appreciate you being here. I just want you to be safe and sound. All right, James. But I'm hoping that you have hoping that you're having a good day today, and that you continue to have a good day. Door dashing doesn't sound like the funnest thing in the world to do, but let's see. Let's destroy some of these enemies. I think I probably mentioned this, but there is a extremely hot making money, so it's good. All right. Yeah, that's the reason why there's a little extra noise in the background. I already stated this, but it's like super hot in my office, and it's one of the reasons why I've been streaming early morning, because of how hot it's been, and I can't, you know, keep staying in the heat like that. It was the heat of the moment. Hi, little crocodile buddy. Get flattened.
Ta-ta!
Alright, pick up the symbols. We're going to make use of those. I'm not even going to try to get that extra life. That's just asking for me to die. Have you tried streaming from your laptop yet? No. What I'm going to do is when I do try streaming from the laptop, I'm going to give an announcement ahead of time.
Ew.
That way I can have some, you know, make sure I've got a set of eyes to help me see how the video works and the sound works. Because I'm probably going to end up taking the microphone, waiting on an order so I can watch some. Okay. So I'm probably going to have it hooked up to my mic and a few other things. So, and it'll probably, the other thing is, like, sometimes to do streaming from my laptop, like if I'm streaming from the PS5. Doug Monkey Brand. Always read the directions. Okay. Words to live by. Always read the directions. And like, the best time for me to stream from like my PS5, whoops, is when my family is doing certain things. And, let me do this. I have to use the power. Ow. Ow.
Pork. The other really heavy meat.
Alright, so Big Pig is dead.
What, no cash? Some piggy bank.
But what I was trying to say is, like, if I stream from the house, I gotta wait for time that my wife and child not there, because I'm talking a little bit louder than I normally would. which is what I tend to do when I stream. I speak at a little bit higher of a volume than I normally would, simply because of the fact that it's just, you know, you kind of put on a voice when you're streaming. It's, you know, sometimes it's like an embellishment of your natural voice, and I'm kind of, to an extent, doing that right now. Pardon me for a second, I'm putting water in my circle, and so I'll start playing again in just a moment. And obviously when I do stream, I'll probably test something like Phasmophobia. And again, it's to see if the laptop can handle streaming that game.
Is it
Yeah,
hot
that
in here,
won't...
or is it
Oh,
just
it
me?
actually does do something. Oh, did I make a mistake? Yeah, I did make a mistake. Bottomless pits ahead. And that's the big problem. We'll just go ahead and say that now.
Could stay lit.
I didn't mean to do what I did. We're going to go through this bottom area. Monsters bothering you? Use your voodoo powers. Bottomless pits!
Nice to be back.
Bottomless pits are a problem in like early Xbox and platforming games. It's not to say that bottomless pits don't have their place, but they are a bit frustrating in the fact that later on in this game, bottomless pits become a huge problem. And when I say huge, I mean absolutely ginormous. Like, I can't believe they tried to get away with doing some of the things they did. Now, I'm purposely coming here first because I want to kind of talk to these guys. Yeah, these guys are kind of a group of bullies. They're mean. They're not nice. And it's the reason why I was running just then, but I wanted to kind of show them off before. So we are going to light them up first and foremost. Almost fell into a bottomless pit again. Awesome possum. Alright, so we're going to set ourselves on fire, and we're going to continue the burning. It burns! It burns! I think I made a slight mistake just now. Yeah, I did. So I gotta go back. And there are some side roads that I can visit, and I will. I just want to take the two gas-guzzling twins out first. And then we'll do a little bit of exploration around here, because there are more items to get to help strengthen vents and things of that nature, and we're going to want those. Alright, let's try this again. Pull that, and I made a mistake. I hit the wrong button. We're not gonna make it. Alright, and I appreciate that. But if I can do streaming from my laptop, that will change kind of some of the things that I'm able to stream. Like, I'm going to continue with the variety. Nope. Good. But I'll also be able to stream some of the, you know, I guess you could say some of the games the kids play. That extra life in, go right here. Go right here. And
Wow.
kaboom.
It couldn't happen to two nicer guys.
Now we're not going to mess with the gat. I don't know why he did the thrust just then, but it was kind of a decision he made. And the funny thing is, they're not actually dead.
Kick your butt, Whip.
So the voodoo power kept them alive. So I can pick that up. We're going to wait on that just for a brief moment. We're going to do a little bit of exploration through the level. That, and I want to show off the chainsaw voodoo power. Because there is more. We need, like, these skull pages. Those are going to be highly important things for buying. Let's do the chainsaw. And they just fall right in half. I love it. But it'll open me up to other games that I can play that I can't normally play on this PC. Because this PC is older than my marriage. And I looked and saw that my streaming stuff, yeah, I've been streaming and doing YouTube, or I did do YouTube like a long time ago. Again, longer than I've been married. And so it's just, how about I just do this and be done with it? Because I'll have enough to gather this other stuff, just... Yeah, okay, we're good. And got another one of these. Electromagnet. Okay, so we've earned the ability to do that. But I'll have plans on doing Phasmophobia, Lethal Company, Content Warning, and just a host of other games that I've got on here that I might not be able to play right now. And it'll also open me up to being able to offer more experiences, like to play certain games with you guys, like on PC, that I might not have the opportunity to do otherwise. And that's actually a big part of it, is I want to be able to play certain games with y'all. Yeah, we'll go this way for the moment. Yeah, okay, that's right. That takes us back in. Woo! Second problem is the camera doesn't always work in the way that I want it to, which is why I fell to my death just then, because the camera did not do anything at all that was helpful. There's a ledge, Andrew. Yes. The camera turned me around to the point where I would have normally seen the ledge, but then I didn't. But that is a very astute observation. I appreciate that. But that is kind of another problem of games during this period of time, is cameras weren't always that great. How am I gonna... Ah, okay. I know how I'm gonna do this. I know I'm gonna do this. Come back this way, look up, and oh, I'm not gonna do it that way. Give me a moment. Let me look up. Where is that? Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go alright. We're going to go this way, but I'm not going to walk off the ledge. No. Not this time. See? No ledge. See, Claire? Claire, are you happy? Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, Claire? I didn't walk off the ledge. Alright. We go through here. I'm proud. I appreciate that. Nope, wrong direction. Like I said, that float feature is going to be your best friend. There's what I'm looking for. I bet it is somewhere in with this vehicle. Yes. See, like I press X, and I can actually travel to different areas now. I can go to Main Street, I can go back to the docks. So we're going to stay at Main Street, but, you know, I'm just showing off that feature. I hardly ever use this. Of course, now that I've said that I hardly ever use it, I'm probably going to use it often. There we go. Because I want these.
Excellent. Getting all
That's
the pages makes the task a
right.
little
So,
easier. Use the action
I need
pad
that
to make
power
it
skull now. Like I said, I can get extra stuff from doing that. And I think going this way is going to... Right. I gotta follow the Power Skull now. Following its purple sheen wherever it goes. Oh. You went this way. And that's basically all I'm doing is I'm following it at the moment.
Amazing.
And I've earned a second skull. So now I can do the voodoo power twice.
Each power skull
That will be a little bit helpful later on because some of the enemies are going to be problematic. So now we can pick up the gas can and we can leave. I'm going to grab this first though. And I'm going to go over here to this. Pick this up. I forgot to do the electromagnet, but we might see it later on. Alien attack. I'm trying to think whether or not we're going to see... We'll probably see multiple bosses this go around. We should anyway.
You're not so tough.
You are not so tough. Well, guess what, buddy?
I rule.
Yeah.
I'm sorry? Speak up, I can't hear you.
Again, I kind of like the humor in this game. Saving progress. So right now we're in the French Quarter, which it's not really the French Quarter because if it was really the French Quarter, there'd be a lot more portraits of like naked people all on the windows. Well, no, that's more Beale Street than the French Quarter. But this is not directed to look like the French Quarter. Not in the least bit. Because, well, maybe a little bit. I should be careful. They're throwing bombs. Let's do the alien abduction.
Ew, dead monster smell.
Alright. Look how shiny the ground is in some spots. Again, like, I do take issue with as many bottomless pits as there are in this stage, but it's one of those, there's not a whole lot I can do about it type things other than, like, avoid the holes. Ow. So again, we're going to do some exploration. Let's talk to the jazz man first.
Excuse me, pal. I'm looking for someone. Tall lady, magical type, tied up. Have you seen her?
Museum's got
And yes, he's
answers.
dead.
Might have yours. Who knows? Let you in for a song.
A song? Isn't this a science museum?
Hey, this is the Big Easy. Come on. I just want somebody to jam with.
Alright, so in order to get a key, we've got to do the jazz stuff. And in order to do the jazz stuff, there's a host of things that we're going to have to take care of. And to take care of them is going to deal with the clock that is overhead. So there's a number of things that we're going to have to take care of before we can even do that. So over here, I think, is a movie theater. Kung Fu between 12 and 3 p.m. So I have got to figure out how to get into the Kung Fu movie. Because it's currently 4 p.m. I believe over here is something else that I'm going to need to do. If it has kind of a little signage on the ground.
Costume ball. 5 to 8
Costume
p.m.
ball. 5 to 8 p.m. Cash prizes. So that cash prize is going to be used for something. But we've got to have a few things to get that. Oh,
Alive again.
Did not double jump just then. Right here, the Jazz Rooster Jam Sessions, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. And there's like a few more places around here that I can get things done. First things first.
Pawn shop. Open from
Pawn
8
shop,
a.m.
okay.
to
Open from 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. What? Oh, okay, 11 a.m. So I've got to do some things with that. So you can see there's a lot of stuff that we have to be able to do, like... I am very flamboyant right now. It looks good on him. So, to get that, and to get this to working right,
Nice,
we've got
horsey.
to...
I didn't know statues could eat apples.
Oh, right. I've got to find apples. Because I can't just jump here. Alright. Whoop. Of course, the thing that we need is right here. But can we go higher? Can we go higher? We can. So, oh, right! That can attack me. Alright, so we're gonna make this just easy on us. First things first. Press X to use. We have fed the horse. The horse is gonna be nice to us. And it'll help us get to where we need to go. I'm gonna go, you know what, I'm gonna drop this right here for right now. So the costume ball is from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I need to make it 8 p.m. Skadoosh. Alright. It is currently 1:49. I'm doing this kind of slowly. That's why I was wanting to do that kind of slowly, is because that hurts. I've got to do a better job of being able to dodge that when it comes. Because I'm not doing a good job of it right now. Alright, 5 p.m. That should cover us with what we were able to do just then. Get back up there. I want to go ahead and get the... Yeah. Or I'll just drop down here. That's, you know, that works great as well. And we're just gonna all float on, alright. Already we'll all float on. Alright. Let's jump over here. I'm not a fan of the respawning enemies either. I've never been a fan of that in games. But, again, not my game. Let's go inside.
Freshly minted fake money.
Alright, we're rich. What are we going to do with all this newfound money of ours? Well, I'm going to set it right here for right now. And we're going to go back up here. And we're now wanting to go to 8 a.m., I think. Because I think we want to buy the trumpet. Yeah, I dodged it for once. Yeah, I'm, you know, not completely bad at this. Alright, so we're going to just drop down here. And we're going to go and purchase us. I think we can use it to get the trumpet? I think. we go and get it? I may be wrong.
This ought to be good for something.
Alright, so now we've got the trumpet. And once again, we're going to drop that right here. That way if something happens, you know, I don't accidentally drop the trumpet down the great pit.
Holy fiesta of torture.
Yeah. 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. We'll grab this. Bear trap. Ah, it's the trapper. Let's see. Okay, so I gotta go back to 8. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm going. I got the horse. Shut up, woman. Get on my horse. We're wanting to go back to 8 p.m. for the moment. We're almost there. Cool beans. And we'll drop down. And first things first. Let's not fall in the hole. Thank you. Oh.
That didn't work.
So I'm missing something there. I think there's a little bit of exploration I can do. Going off against winged frogs. They're wanting me dead. Those are always fun. Alright, let's trudge through some sewage. And come out smelling like a rose, shall we? Oh, this makes me feel. Alright, again, they have like the one-ups in the worst, some of the one-ups in the worst places. Like, I'm not losing a life just so I might get that. Some days the risk is not worth the reward. It's like, why would you expect me to do that? But I think there is something this way as well.
Where does it
Alright,
all go?
bomb. Alright, well that's worth it. And once again, go through here. And we'll grab those so we can get ourselves an extra life. I want to walk down here for a moment because we went to the pawn shop, but I'm wanting to make sure there's not something important down in one of these directions. This is the beginning of the stage. I didn't get these. What is this? Okay, I really don't do that as far as the Vince's Eye View, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's probably our next stop. Okay, I've got both of those filled up. Oops. I like doing the spin attack other than the punch because I can hit more enemies at once. It just feels like it's a better tool to have. So next we're wanting to go to, is that, what was the time again there? 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.? Yeah, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. And we're going to get some jazz sessions in. kick. Cool thing is, it's 11 p.m. Alright. Get some of that jazz playing in.
Like, let's shake it, Daddy-O.
Well, you know what this means, folks. Even though we missed out on 2 things and I had forgotten about how to do them, apparently, we're basically done with this stage now. We just don't get to see the Kung Fu movie or see the burlesque show. Oh well. Hi. Ad break starts in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, that was nice. Warms my heart, wherever it is.
I like that. Warms
The
my
boss
heart,
will
wherever it
see now,
is.
But watch your step. He's in a bad mood today.
Boss?
So I can go in that direction if I want to, but there's 1 or 2 things that I want us to check out and see first. Before I go there, just out of pure, not really curiosity, but there is a purple skull around here somewhere, which will give me another voodoo ability. And I want to make sure I get that, because those are going to be helpful as we progress through the game, dealing with some of the enemies that we're going to go against. I think he's back here. No. Over here? No. But we are seeing that there is something I can do over in this direction. Now, can I jump on this without sliding off? No. Good. There's the skull. I knew it was somewhere nearby. It feels like sometimes the double jump just doesn't want to work properly. But that may more be me and my button pressing, so I almost fell off the ledge, than anything. So we're going to do that. We'll come back and find it in a minute, because I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. Oh! Alright, I just want to see whether or not it's going to come back, because I did purposely ignore it, or whether I get to look for it. I think I'm about to go on a goose chase. Yeah. Alright. Doesn't necessarily mean anything that I lost it. It just, there we go. So it's letting me know where I can find it. Don't run away from me, buddy. Don't run away from... No! Okay, at least I know where it's at now. And I can just make a beeline towards it. So, hey, you know, it works out. It works out. We're fine. We're fine. It's not the worst thing. It's just a thing. Yeah. Alright, so, let's head back in that direction. No! Okay. Where is it? Right there. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, we're just gonna, and I'm gonna take kind of a shortcut up. I don't know if that's much of a shortcut up, but we're gonna see if it works. And already we're making good progress, better progress than we were making before. So I should be able to grab this before time runs out. Yeah, so we got 3 of these now. That will help us in our later excursions. Go ahead and grab these while I'm at it. Alright, so let's head to the next section. I do think there's a lot of creativity that went into the making of this game. And I would certainly say, because of the fact that it got a remaster, it was I would assume it's a decently liked enough game. Alright, before we walk into this area, we're going to grab these, and now we shall go. I think the next stop is a museum and a boss fight. Yeah. So, yeah, we got a boss fight coming up. And I think you guys can kind of tell what that boss is going to be. This is, I don't want to say necessarily, this isn't the worst boss fight. That's going to come later in the game, but I do remember this being kind of frustrating.
This can't be good.
No, this won't be good. Won't be good at all. By the way, I'm assuming the sound, as far as, even though I've got an air conditioner running in the background, the sound is good as far as the game audio, my audio. My brother-in-law is supposed to bring my eldest home, but he's too busy talking to coworkers. That's always lovely.
Must find the Zap Hat and find a way to bring down
And
the fury of the storm
by lovely, I
onto
mean
the Zap.
that's probably very frustrating. Alright, swing that tail around. What? No one saw that. No one saw that. It never happened. We're just starting this brand new. I don't know what noise that was I made just then, other than, whoa. I don't know what that means. Where am I supposed to take this? Where am I supposed to take this? I think I'm supposed to keep going around. Maybe? We'll see. Certainly looks that way so far. Okay. Whoa. Oh! I'm not liking this. Oh! I feel like Shelley Duvall and Popeye all of a sudden. Oh my! Oh my! Okay. I think... Oh, okay, it was safe to drop down there. And that is our boss.
And next time, stay extinct. Say, what's that down there?
So are you going to be able to get your child anytime soon? So our next step is we're having to thread the needle, which thankfully is not a bad needle, but we're wanting to fall into this hole. So we are officially through with the first world of Voodoo Vents. Hour into it, we're doing good. I'm going to take me a sip of water while a cutscene plays.
Hey, watch the equipment.
Sorry. Say, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Nice gal. Kinda wise looking, bound head to foot.
Well, I might be able to help you, given a little incentive. You scratch my shell, I scratch yours. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Tell you what, I'm working on a highly complex project here, very advanced and scientific. Only a gifted inventor like me can grasp the theories involved.
You're building a balloon.
Yeah.
Looks like you need some cloth for the balloon, a propeller to steer it, and some gas for the burner.
Question some truck driver, and due to that, my sister and him share their location, so she
I'm on it.
knows
See
he's
you
safe
later.
on the
While
road.
I'm
She said his
gone,
location
I
pinged.
invent some breath mints.
He was still at work. Oh! That's always nice. Let's see. Let's take a look at this.
Well, get cracking.
So, I hope you're able to get your child soon. I'm purposely not going to certain areas just yet, so I can see a few things. Trampoline place. Oh! I'm assuming that you may have, like, murder on your mind. Could be wrong about that. Just kind of the way things sounded just then. Alright, so let's drop down. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Well, that would be how it works out with bees. There's a few different areas we can go to. We're going to start by going in this direction. Basically, what we're about to do is we're helping the dinosaur scientists build a hot air balloon, so they and I can get out of this big hole that we're in.
Two of the items you seek are beyond broadcast
Okay.
ways. There are
I
monsters
understand
who can
completely
trick you into
now.
helping you.
Hey, run! Why don't you just turn around and go back? You'll never get past the stuff I cooked up down here.
Yeah, the stuff that he has cooked up down here. Oh no, or whatever shall I... Okay, right. I've got to get something running before I can do that. I'm trying to remember if I came to this area too early, if I was supposed to go the other one first. Don't remember. Well, one way to find out. Do 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 do. The snack that smiles back. Goldfish. Oh. Whoops. They were taking him out this weekend as a belated birthday thing, and the place they went to was an arcade, and I guess the kitchen caught on fire when they got there. That's always, always fun. Okay, so I'm thinking I was not supposed to go that way just yet. So let me go back over here. We'll go down in this direction and see. Hey. Trying to remember how all of this works out, and I'm not doing a good job.
Good job, Vince.
There we go. Okay. It's coming back to me what I'm supposed to do. You know, it's never good going to an arcade and the kitchen catching on fire. That's never a good sign. There's actually an arcade I'm wanting to go to check out sometime in the future. There's one up in Huntsville called the Rocket City Arcade. And it's like, we've got... yeah, I felt bad. Okay. Gotcha. My thing about arcades, though, especially nowadays, is that the word arcade is kind of a misnomer. Like, some of them are like child casinos. That's kind of what I call them. And I refer to them as child casinos because of the fact that they're trying to kind of do the Dave & Buster's thing. Where it's like, we have a bunch of games that you'll play in like 3 seconds, but we're going to charge you like $4 to play it, and you may or may not get something out of the deal. And then they call it arcade. And I look at that and I go, that, my friends, is not an arcade. Like, well, you know, I say Dave & Buster's. Chuck E. Cheese is also very notorious for that. I call, like, Chuck E. Cheese the rodent pizza and child casino. Because it's basically all it is like, you get served pizza by a rat, and then you have this little casino for kids.
A hidden place can now be explored.
A hidden place can now be explored. Woo! Oh no! That's frustrating.
The monsters are free. Be careful. If you stand too close,
Alright. That's what I've been looking for. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, come this way.
We have some lovely parting gifts.
That's not what I meant to do, but that works. Yeah, that sucks. $50 on a game card and food, and you didn't get any of it. Hopefully they got a voucher or something of that nature,
Reaching it will be difficult.
so that even though they didn't get it now, they can get the things they wanted later. That's the hope anyway. Because that's just... Woo.
wash and wear.
I don't know what noise that was that just came out of my mouth. It was just, oh! Oh! Stay away from me! Don't touch me! Seriously, get away from me. Propeller switch. I can't use this yet. Protocol tomorrow because the entire place got vacated. Yeah! Oh, no! Alright, so I got one life. I have one life left to live. We have upped that to 2 lives left to live, so that's good. No, I'm the type of person, I would be standing there in the fire going, no sir, no sir. I need to know right now I'm going to be recouped for this. You are not able to take this money from me if you're not going to recoup. I would literally pull something like that off, even though that would be the dumbest thing in the world to do. I am that type of father. No, no, you're not going to do this to my child. Brother be roasting. Alright, so where am I supposed to go? I went here. I can't really go that way, best I can tell. At least, actually, I could have gone that way. No, feasibly, I couldn't go that way. Where in the world am I going? Alright, so we're going to do the eye. Because I know I'm wanting to go up there. But I got to get up there. Is it there? Okay, maybe I do need to go that direction. Maybe I went the wrong way. Maybe I'm supposed to go through here. And go around. We'll see. So what happens if I go over in here? Come on. Alright. Okay. Okay, so it was this way. Alright. Kids getting hungry, probably why they rather left than waiting for a refund. Probably so. Probably so. And that's understandable as well. Double jump and B to travel even farther. Excuse me, map. Okay, so you jump, jump, and then B, and you can hold L, and then that will help out as well for what you're wanting to do. Yes. I'm about to play Frogger. On barrels. Also, my next 3 weekends are busy. I'm not ready. Not ready for what? You'll pardon my general ignorance, because I can't remember what... Ah! Alright, we got a game over. Which, thankfully, the save feature isn't that bad. It should save in a good spot. No. No. Load save game. Yes. Ah, Roachfort. That's what I wanted. The propeller room. Continue game. Cool beans. I was about to go, no, no, no. No, no, no. So the stuff that I gathered over there are still there, so I'm not even going to bother with those at the moment. We're just going to head in this direction so we can get to where we need to go. Jump, jump, and we float on, alright. Alright, so I've got to do a better job of this whole platforming thing. And we're going to drown.
I'm still here.
Because they're all headed in like one direction, and it's, well, I say they're all heading in one direction. This is not. Okay, box is gonna go down, and it's gonna come up, and I'm gonna quickly try to survive. We made it. Very nice. Good. Jump, jump. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. Hi, buddy. How about you do me a favor and blow up? Not what I asked you. Okay, that works. We could have been friends. Throwing stuff at me. So the nice thing is, by taking that route, I actually dodged some of that. The only thing that's over there is extra lives, though, so I don't have to worry necessarily about that. Do I really want to go back and get those extra lives? I don't really think I want to go back and get those extra lives. I'm just saying. I don't feel like it. I don't. I feel like I'd lose just as many lives trying to get over there. Alright, throw. That's fine. I'm not even going to worry about you. No! Alright, buddy. I wasn't going to worry about you a moment ago. This next weekend, I had a baby shower for one sister. Following weekend, Friday, shopping for a reunion. Saturday's reunion, Sunday, we're helping sister clean her house for the baby. There's the weekend with reunion. After we can do bladder. Good night. You've got a lot covered. I mean, you've got a lot going on. I hope you remember to take breaks for yourself so that you don't get overwhelmed, because you do have like a full calendar coming up. And I would hate for it to get, you know, just extremely overwhelming. So please remember to take time out for yourself. Alrighty. So which... What's this? What does this do? Ah! If I fall, I can use the elevator to go back up. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time.
have some lovely parting gifts.
Well, it's a good thing I did that. I just need to see where this thing is coming down from. Oh, that was over there. Take rest sure honestly be happy. This is the weekend of the 26th because that's my mom's birthday. So, yeah, that probably will do, you know, it will be a good thing. Alright. I don't think there's anything over there for me, really. So we'll go in this direction. I came in like a wrecking ball. Should be able to get the propeller in a minute. This is one of our more lengthy areas of traversal, just simply because of how much is involved in it, and that should bring this to, hey, do you have a schedule for the week? No, I've been meaning to do it. Yesterday got busy. The past couple of days have been busy. That's where I want to be, so I'm just gonna go and float over there. I've been meaning to get it together. Part of it that's made difficult is the fact that a friend has asked me to do them a favor, and it's either going to be Tuesday evening or Thursday evening. By the way, that huge propeller that was up there, now a little teeny tiny thing. So we've got part of what we need, propeller. There's still more things we need to do. So that makes it difficult because I don't know what day, if I'll be able to do it, because they said, hey, could you help us with something? And I can't go into the details of it, but it's kind of something of a private nature, dealing with one of their relatives. And they're like, hey, can you help me with this? I'm like, yeah. What day? Well, are you good Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday? And Tuesday and Thursdays were the days that I was good. And so I had to figure out which one of those 2 days I would be able to do. And so before I can, you know, I can vouch and say, yeah, I'm good for this day. Because with the air conditioner working, I'm able to actually do certain streams now that I wasn't able to do earlier.
Those block tunnels Charmaine was yapping about.
Like at night. So I'm running into that at the moment. You know? But we'll get it worked out. We'll get it worked out. Oh, this stage. Yeah, this stage is fun. But I do know what games I'm going to be playing. I'm planning on playing, have a day of Elden Ring, have a day of Dead by Daylight. We're doing, you know, of course, Voodoo events. And I'm trying to decide whether or not to do an Outlast stream or not. Or, you know, how I want to pull that off. it kind of depends right now. I'm just having to look over everything and to figure out what will work best. Depending on days and times, I can hop on for DVD and Outlast. DVD will probably be Saturday. That or Outlast will be Saturday. It just kind of depends on at the moment. Ding. But I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I want to do that on Saturday or not. And I haven't quite made the decision yet. Oh, right. I forgot about this. Explosive gas. So I can't drop it. If I do, it'll explode. I can't take a hit because if I do, it'll explode. I'll get in touch with you and Yasmina ahead of time as far as for Outlast Trials. And I've already had Cosmoronic basically say, hey, if you let me know ahead of time, or if he's free, he's also stated that, yep, there it is, there's the explosion, that he'd be willing to join us as well. So, we could have a full party potentially when we do it. Oh, it would, it would. So we get to take kind of a long route of getting us to where we need to be. Which is, what's the word I always use? It's fine. It's fine. One of the things I love about this is they put that in my way to be kind of an obstacle, and I just walk around one side of it like I ain't it doesn't matter. It is not a matter. This is where it can become a matter, though, because I gotta walk over through here.
Pressurized gas isn't fireproof.
Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's do this again. Bragging about I can walk around these, and then I not paying attention to those which are specialized in busting in my face. Thankfully, it's not too terribly bad. Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. I went in the wrong direction, not even paying attention. It would be fun. One of the things that I've noted is that, not that it's always the case, I shouldn't say it like that, that just sounded completely wrong. I've made note of the fact that I tend to enjoy certain games more if I have people playing with me. Like, I enjoy Dead by Daylight more when I'm able to play them with you, or Yasmina, you know, sometimes Roops will join in. You know, it seems to me that game is more enjoyable when I have friends than when I'm playing by myself, especially if I'm streaming. Otherwise, it gets frustrating. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that's the reason why I haven't deleted it yet, because, you know, I still enjoy the game, but like for sure, it gets very frustrating at times, and like since the event, I've barely picked it up. You know, that's not saying it's a bad game or anything, but I did get burned out by the event and some of the poor choices they made during the event. Because Behavior sure had some choices during the 8th anniversary. They were certainly decisions. Whether or not they were good ones is another story. But they surely made some decisions, you know? I like the way that one person put it, and they're like, hey, that was a thing, let's not do it again. In reference to the 8th anniversary, a lot of the decision making that went into it. And I saw that, and I just went, yeah, I can support this message. I really, really can. Alright, I've got to be careful. I'm gonna wait before trying to go. That should be enough space. We have an ad. Whoops. No, 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 no. Ooh. Come on, come on. I don't know if you've got an ad block or not, so I can't tell whether or not you would actually see this, but I agree with you. I'm at the point where there's only so much of that game that I can take before it becomes too much. I don't hate the game by any stretch of the imagination, and I know I've already said that once. You know, people are like, you've said that. You're right, I have. But I feel like some days that playing it is more of a chore than it needs to be. If that makes sense. Like, sometimes playing it is more of a chore than a video game should feel like. And I think that's the point where I go, should I be playing this? You know? Because, let's be honest, I have no interest in Twitch shirts. You know, I know that's the deciding factor for some people. They're like, hey, maybe just if I keep playing, you know, Daddy Behavior will notice me, and I will get the Twitch shirts that will validate my existence as a streamer. That's not me. I could care less. I think that's the term I'm wanting. Maybe it's I could not care less. No, I could not care less. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't really care about any type of external validation like that. But, you know, that is something that, you know, drives individuals to, you know, kind of play Dead by Daylight. I just want to have fun. And the moment that any video game ceases being fun, then I don't really want to play it all that much. You know what I mean? Yeah. And for anybody that, you know, may know someone that, you know, wants the Twitch shirts, the streamer shirts, things of that nature, I don't say that to, like, belittle them or anything of that nature. And I think, you know, people hopefully know me well enough to know that that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying that that's how I feel about it. You know, my own personal thoughts about that. And I'm certainly not trying to belittle someone that might, you know, use that as something to encourage them to continue streaming the game. I feel the need that I need to say that, though. Because I realized as soon as, or after I got that out of my mouth, that that's how it could be construed. Because I do have friends who stream. I do have friends who really enjoy the game and who are hoping that one day they can get those shirts. And I hope they can. I honestly do. I'm just not one of those people. That's all that I was trying to say. Can we get this? Yoop. There we go. Ah! This is not the only time we're going to have to do the airplane. Exactly. There you go. That's where I am with it. I hope the best for them. I want, them to be happy. I want them to feel validated for all the hard work, because I do know people that put a lot of hard work into it. My main goal with streaming is I just want to have fun. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy this with my friends. Do I hope that maybe I can make a little bit of money on the side? Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I don't, because I kind of do want to make a little bit of money on the side. But at the same time, I want to have fun. It gives me opportunities to enjoy, say, like, games with you and Yasmina, and, Cosmoronic may be joining us with some, to enjoy discussing video games like Cosmoronic and I did back in May, and I got to talk to him about making time to do it again in July. Not sure if we will, because, quick update, Cosmoronic is doing he's doing what is it? He's going to be part of a stream sometime soon, and he's going to get more details to me. But he's basically going to be doing a speed run of the Neverhood. And it's kind of something from, if I understood him correctly, like AGDQ, not AGD. Anyway, the good games or games done quickly. It's something very similar to that, and he's doing Neverhood on the 23rd of July, which I've told him once he gets more details to let me know, and I'm going to make sure that the Discord knows about it. That way anyone who wants to can go to the stream and support him. I'm definitely planning on doing that. I've got to see if he's going to have time, because, again, I like having those discussions with him. Like, what is it that makes certain aspects of video games fun? I've had a chance to meet a wealth of great people who I enjoy talking to and playing games with. Streaming, and, Twitch has kind of clued me into that. That's why I do this. Because I enjoy all of that. I enjoy video games. It's also the reason, why you see me streaming games like this, is I want to play games that people may not know a whole lot about, may see and go, hey, what is this? And maybe they look at it and go, maybe this is something worth my playing. One of the biggest compliments you can, in my opinion, you can ever get as a streamer is, I want to play this game. To me, that's the biggest compliment you can get. Because what you're saying is, I played the game in such a way, whether it be I played it well or just I merely showed you the game, and because of that, you were encouraged to get it and to play it. Like, you can't beat that, in my opinion. I mean, I guess maybe you could, but that's a huge thing to me. And I have been told that before. Like, I've literally been told, you know, Bubba James told me, hey, and this was back when I streamed a few years ago, before I got, you know, before I got into a position where I had to drop streaming because I was doing, involved in work that did not afford me faster internet for one reason or another. I played Destroy All Humans, and, you know, everyone has a different opinion on that. I think Cosmoronic came out hating the game when it was over. But, or maybe hating is a strong word. I think he may have disliked the game somewhat when it was all said and done. But Bubba James, you know, flat out said, hey, I got this game because I saw you playing it, and it looked like something that was fun, and I wanted to play it. Again, that's huge to me. You know, I started playing Dead by Daylight because I got, oh no, I gotta do this all over again. I should have used my voodoo ability. I should have done it, but I didn't. Where was I? I started playing Dead by Daylight because out of curiosity, I got a video of it, and I'd seen the advertisement, and oh, how it had gone on sale multiple times on the PlayStation Network. Well, I got a video recommendation on YouTube for an Darva video, and I'm like, all right, fine. I'm gonna see what this game is like. I watched him play the game, and it got me to want to play it. So I, you know, saw that it was on sale. First time, you know, it was on sale on PlayStation, I bought it. You know, that's a long way around to tell a short story, I guess. I used the maximum amount of words to say very little. But, you know, that's why I'm involved in this. That's just my mentality with all of this. You know, I've met a lot of, you know, people that I, you know, again, that I really enjoy their company. You know, I didn't mean to do that, and okay, at least I'm above, like, solid ground. I wished I would have been able to do that sooner, like, in an area that would have been a little bit safer for me, but, you know, what can you do? I am seriously considering, yep. So we can get the extra voodoo power. But I'm glad I got to meet people like Inu, Soy Bomb, you know, Meow Me, Cosmorana, Claire, Yasmina, you know, and this is just a few people that I'm naming. You know, obviously there are many more that I could name that I've met because of this. And I miss, you know, I'm glad I have the opportunity to know you all. And hopefully as all of this goes on, I'll be able to continue meeting people. Now we got 4 of them. So that'll be good. That'll be helpful to us a little bit later on in this journey. Whoopsie! Almost fell into a bottomless pit. Yeah. I think the same thing. I think it has brought good people, you know, into my life. And I'm grateful that I've got a spouse that is understanding. Like, you know, my wife realizes that this is somewhat good for my mental health because it's something productive. And even when I'm feeling extremely depressed, this is something that I'm able to do. And, you again feel kind of productive. And there was a point in time at first where she was kind of not liking it, but she came to realize, and you know, she even comes to some of the streams every now and again. She and my daughter will come and harass me here, which is fine. You know, they've watched some of the games that I've played and have thought them to be kind of interesting. So that was on purpose, so I can clear the way to this. Yay. So, I mean, it's worked out well. It's worked out very well. So, with basket case, we are going to try to get the cloth for the balloon.
You must take a very unusual ride.
And we have to get 100 of them. So we're stealing the clothing of a bunch of roaches, is basically what this amounts to. I've used gaming to relax, and yes, very much so. And there was a time which she hasn't really said anything to me about it since, but my wife has had expressed some interest in streaming, but she's like, I don't know what to stream. I don't know video games like you do. And I'm like, well, just find something that you might enjoy. I mean, that's all that you really need to do. Like, I know the first game that she would probably stream would be something like Horizon Zero Dawn, because that, I missed one. I missed a few. Hopefully there's more than 100, because I don't remember how this works. I missed a few. Doesn't mean anything. But, like, she's excited about the fact that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to LEGO, even though she's beaten the original Zero Dawn like 1,000 times over. Oh! Alright, I got enough. We're good. We're good. Woohoo! I feel like Ratchet and Clank makes the most sense for a PlayStation Lego collab. I would think that you're correct there. Ratchet and Clank would actually be a very good set of games for that. I'm not sure why they did Horizon Zero Dawn. In fact, you know, the big question that a lot of people have asked is, you know, why has that happened? Oh.
Did I ever have the run?
Watch your language.
Yep.
Great, that's just super. What now? The obligatory boss battle? Guys? Oh, one eye. That's
Well, you
original.
kind of asked there, buddy. Weird thing is, I don't know why there's a trampoline on its back.
Hey, I get it. Two heads. Could this get any worse?
Yes, it can. Okay, bring it on, Two Eyes.
But that is, like I said, sorry, I kind of got thrown off. That is a big question that I've seen people ask, is why is it that Ratchet and Clank
diving from high above.
How do I do this?
can
I don't
amplify your
remember. Do I
power.
go back here? Okay, there we go. So, these will lower, then go up. They're searching up so I can be kind of safe at the moment. But, like I said, a lot of questions has been asked as to why, in particular, this game over certain other gaming series. Did I go the wrong direction, or do I just keep going up until I can bounce on the trampoline back? Okay. So, I'm just kind of waiting at the moment. Yeah, okay. Let's go up. Oh, I hit a wrong button. Whoops. Ooh, 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 ooh. No! Womp, womp, womp.
Good thing I'm wash and wear.
Let's try not falling into the sludge. Personally, I think that it's not actually a bad idea to do Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'll tell you why I think that. Okay, cool. So, what do I do from here? Oh, okay. Here's something. Oh, okay. So is it? All right, give me a second. All right, jump up and doop, and that's right. I have to hurt myself to hurt them. And quite all right. We got this. Okay. I think it could make for a good series for LEGO for this reason, and this is just personal opinion. When I consider Horizon Zero Dawn, you've got a story with a strong heroine with Aloy, and it may be an opportunity to reach a wider child audience with that kind of story, with the the female hero at the end of the day. So I think that might be kind of the mentality behind it, is we can get this story told in LEGO with the LEGO humor, with the characters that are known. And it would have kind of a strong feminine lead. I think that might be where they're going with it. I could be wrong. But I do see it as being a good opportunity to tell that type of story. And so that might be the mindset that they've got. Bye, guys. But Ratchet and Clank would be a good, usable series to go along with that. Alright. We got the drill. And we are done with the second world.
Whoa, you feel kind of lightheaded.
Get it? Lightheaded. Get it, guys? Lightheaded? Sorry. So that brings us to the other thing that you would experience or be used to experiencing in New Orleans, above ground graveyards. Because of the fact that in New Orleans, your graveyards are, well, they are above ground in Louisiana, because in certain areas of Louisiana, because you have all of that swampland. You've got to have that. If you don't, literally, you're not going to be able to
I'll let you into
keep the
privacy.
caskets
Why on
above
earth
ground
would I
or
wanna go
underground.
in there?
They'll literally they'll
You
float
must
to
go
the
Crypt
top.
City.
Oh, is this where they're holding you, Madam C?
And so, you know, because of all the swampland, and so they bury bodies above ground
You
because
must
of
set it
that.
right. All depends on you, Vince. Get past the gate. Beware of the cemetery imps and evade the claws of those who dwell below.
If I remember correctly,
be
I
early
hated the
overtime.
boss of this
All right.
area.
Let's get this over with.
No, little buddy. This time, you've got to play the vibes.
Oh, whatever. It's a
So we've
musical
got
game
a
puzzle.
situation
Fine,
of
let's go.
I just basically follow what I'm told to do.
Man,
Stole that man's leg, or that femur. Oh,
try to keep up this time.
whoops! I thought I was on the right one. Doom, 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 doom. Boop, 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 and boop. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, crud. This, and I think it was this one. I completely lost all of that. Ah,
Keep up this time.
no. Oh, I gotta start all the way from the beginning? Doot, doot, doot. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. 4, 2. 1, 3, 4, 6. 4, 2. 1, 3, 4, 6, 4, 2. 1, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 6, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4.
That was sweet.
Alright, so yeah. There we go.
Hey, I need that.
Haha. 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 Take that. I don't know if I'm gonna get everything in this area. Like, I've done a decent job of, like, grabbing, I won't say everything, but most everything throughout these areas. The graveyard is one of those areas that was kind of hit or miss for me. Nope! That's not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. Alright, well, that worked anyway. Oh. Oh, there's not a bottomless pit here. I thought there was a... thought there was a bottomless pit there. Well, whoops. Nuts. Can't I can still make it up though. I can just jump here and then here and yeah. Okay. Good. Nothing of interest. I'm purposely staying on the tombstones because it kind of helps make getting through some of these areas a little bit quicker. I mean, it really doesn't. I just actually like doing that. And so that's basically the big and short of it. Camera, work with... There we go. Like I said, the camera doesn't always want to work the way that I'm wanting it to. Werewolves! That's right. I have gigantic moles now. Moly, 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 moly. And so by killing the big moles, I am able to more easily progress forward. Get back here and quit being, you know...
Nice to beat ya.
Yeah, there we go. The child is home now. Very good. And the people were happy. And by the people, we mean the Claire. The Claire was happy. Other people were happy too, I'm sure. I'm glad that your child is home. Not that you were necessarily worried about it. He got... Oh! They grow up so fast. And I mean that they will grow up so quickly. You don't really understand that when you're not always in the position of being a parent. But like... You know, even as you get older, though, you kind of realize that a little bit more and more. Just how much children grow and how quickly they grow. Ah, yes. Statue of a rat. Very nice. From everything that you've shown and you've said, he has gotten a lot bigger.
The way through here is difficult to
They grow
reach.
too fast,
You
not
may need to
even
give
in
the
a
cannon a
parent
shot.
POV. More like...
First,
Yeah,
you must spring into
yeah.
action.
That's true, too.
I thought those
Ah, it's you again.
stop your pointless little quest. But that's as good as it gets. If you keep trying, I swear I'm gonna use you to polish my car. Right after I get a car, that is.
Yeah, the more and more you get to know Cosmo, the more you realize, hey, this guy's kind of a loser. Because he kind of is. Look, I'm going to use you to polish my car as soon as I get a car. Alright. Let me jump up and... We got more of these that we need to grab. Without even looking to see if there was a bottomless pit, I kind of just jumped there. I've got to be careful about that. Because that could be very dangerous. Tornado.
Bye now.
I really do like the voodoo animations, the kind of the deaths that Vince goes through. The only thing that kind of bugs me about them is the fact that sometimes it feels like you get a bunch of them, but you don't have any enemies to use it on. And so you kind of either just waste it on nothing if you want to see it, or you miss out on being able to see it. Because I think the next one that he's going to get, if I end up, you know, being able to use it, he's going to be stuck with the pins again. I'm 5'3", he's up to my shoulders. What is life? That's part of it. I talked to one of the members of the congregation today. He and his wife are going through a lot of health issues. And, you know, I expressed, hey, I'm sorry that you guys are going through that. And, you know, he's a former doctor. Like, he worked in an ER for a long time until he came to realize, or he started seeing in himself, like, the signs of, like, Alzheimer's. And, you know, so the moment he saw the signs, he stepped down from his position at the hospital, which really bothered the hospital. But he said, I can't in good conscience... Oh, wait, never mind, I was wrong. We drank poison. Laxatives. He said, I can't in good conscience work in the ER with my mind not working the way that it's supposed to, and run the risk of killing one of my patients. He said, before I became a doctor, I made the vow that I would do no harm. Yes, this is a super cute game. It's one of the reasons why I love it so much. You know, Mikey Poo, Joshy Poo, Chatty Poo. Those are names that were on the headstone. But, like, that was the decision he made, and he said, I made a vow that I would do no harm. If I continue to work in a hospital with my mind in this state, I'm going to end up hurting someone, and I don't want to do that. Well, I talked to him today, and he, you know, made mention of the fact, you know, when I said, I'm really sorry that you guys are going through all of this, his response was, it happens. You get old enough, it happens. So, I mean, like, it kills me, like, and I know this is something completely different. I will get that jump in just a moment. But, you know, this is, what I'm about to say is something kind of different. But, like, you know, Piper. You know, I told you kind of what we're experiencing with Piper. And you just come to the realization, man, life is passing us by. And I don't want to get into, like, some sort of, like, existential, you know, philosophical discussion necessarily. I'm just not even going to try to do that jump anymore. Because I'm not going to make it. But, you know, it's part of what we go through with life. And I can't say that I know what it's like, because I've not had a child that I've seen grow up from the very beginning. I got my kid at the age of 16. She was 16, I wasn't. I just realized I needed to make sure I said that. Like, she was 16, or is 16. But, like, you know, even with that, I'm not looking forward to the fact that one day she's going to be leaving the house. One day, you know, she's going to be, you know, on her own. And it's just, she, in her mind, is ready for it. I'm not. May need to clarify that for the viewers who don't know that. Yes, we adopted. We adopted. And that's what I mean when I say that. So we adopted she started living with us when she was 15. She's 16 now. But it's like, I'm not ready for her to eventually leave. I love this kid.
Artillery! Looks
artillery.
dangerous.
Da, 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 da. You know what we use artillery for? Can I? Okay, archery. William Tell.
Next.
Yeah, I know. I know. There are fears that I have going into that, with that, which I, can't get into in stream. But like, a little discussion later. But like, you get to see, yeah. I'm trying to think of how to word all of this, and it's not always easy. I'm just gonna go ahead and take these guys out, with the blender. With you, though, you've been with him from the very beginning. And so I can only imagine what it's like for you to be in that position of, I'm watching this child grow. And, not wanting that, not wanting to see that. Or not necessarily not wanting that, that's not the right wording. But you've seen that from the beginning, and you see him grow, and you know he's going to continue to grow. And that's one of those things that I can only imagine how difficult that would be for you as a parent. Not because you don't want them to grow, because you do. You want them to grow. You want them to get older. You want to see them succeed in life. You want to be there as a part of those milestones as best as you can. But it's just the knowledge of, they're not the little itty-bitty thing that I knew, for all those years. And I can only imagine how difficult that can be. Whee! Whee! Bounce with it, bounce with it, yeah. To make the bounce work, you first have to not jump into bottomless pits. I haven't had an ad this whole time, and now you get an ad? I am so sorry you got an ad. I'm sorry you got an ad. The ad should be over now, I think. So that's at least a positive. That's not going to get high enough to get up there. So how much of that was heard, and how much of what I just said am I going to actually be able to repeat in a legible manner? That's the big question. How much of it will I be able to actually repeat in a legible fashion? I think this goes with the artillery. It seems like to me this is where it should go. That's correct. It works with the artillery.
I'm flying!
Windy, I can fly! Splat. Sometimes I birth him, it just seems... Yeah.
A hole.
I don't have the voodoo power? Oh, it's because I died a minute ago.
Where does it all go?
you say this, not that I want to grow up, but it is hard. And yeah, that's the thing. And I think part of it is the fact, and this is just from my standpoint, and I actually have stated this to her to an extent. I look around at our world today, and, you know, when I say that it scares me, I guess I don't necessarily mean that it scares me from the standpoint of, you know, like, I'm just necessarily afraid, but I am leery about what this world has in store for her. Because the world I grew up with and knew is very much different from the world that she sees and experiences. And that does, for me at least, give me some concern. There's no way I'm getting back over there, so, I mean, I probably... Alright, I'm going to try it in just a moment. I'm going to let the thing go back and we're going to work with it. The kiddo flipped when he found out I was older than Google. You know, the funny thing is, like, my daughter is like, she's very much into the old hair metal bands and this, that, and the other. And she's like, I wish I had been born during this period of time. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, you may not want to have been that way. Trust me. Alright, let's try this again. So it's going to go this way. So instead of actually trying to follow it, I'm just going to try to get over there. Which I get to do. Awesome. Like, but again, I see a lot of the things that are going on in her lifetime, and I'm just stuck going, what else is she going to experience? What else is she going to see? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think that's a big thing, is they don't understand a lot of the things that we didn't have. Like, I joke with her. She's like, oh, it's so hard, you know, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you realize I grew up during a period of time when the internet didn't exist. I said, then when it did exist, like, dial-up is an interesting thing as far as what all you had to do in order to get dial-up to work. Because dial-up was not always extremely intuitive as far as, you know, getting what you wanted, you know, being able to get,
I'm flying!
Up, nope.
Through the wall, not into...
I was a senior during 9/11. Which really makes me feel old right now. Ah! I'm about to die, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. Float, float, float. I hit the wrong button. Come on, float. Okay. No, it's not your fault. It's not, you're fine. But, like, you know, that was a huge experience for, you know, for us growing up, because the fact that, yeah, I'm gonna...
I need to aim for a hole. A hole.
Thought I was gonna make it. Because for me, I'm sitting there in my class, and, you know, a teacher rushes into my history class and, you know, tells our teacher, hey, turn it on to such and such channel, you're gonna need to see this. And so, you know, we're watching this, and we literally watched the lives of hundreds of people come to an end right before our eyes. Now, we didn't see it in that aspect, but we saw it because of the fact that
Place the light in each crypt and wait for the zombie to return home. The imps will try to touch the light.
Oh.
If they do, the light will go to their evil crypt, and all the zombies
We
will
saw it in the
join it.
fact that, you know, we saw
You
as
only
the
have a
buildings
few
fell
moments to take it back
and
before
what
the
all
imps win.
happened to
Save
the
3
buildings
zombies
when they did
before the
fall.
imps steal 3 zombies, and all will be well.
I wasn't even paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing here. Hi. Hi, how you doing? X to use. So let's destroy these 3 guys. And that's gonna help us out. And it was just long enough where the imps got to touch it. Nuts. And so they're gonna come bursting out of the seams. So like I said, we saw that, and then before the end of the class, we watched in real time as the second plane struck the building. And I remember how surreal an experience that was for me as a teenager. And just how, again, how scary it was. Because it was a scary experience. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why this is happening. You just know that it's happened. Wrecking ball. And so what do? You know?
Where does it all go?
No, I knocked him into it. Okay. Alright, we'll make this work. We'll make this work. How about I just go ahead and take all of you out and then grab it?
Time for a dirt nap.
And that's enough to get me one more, so that's fine. Like, I was scared that we were going to, and I really, really want to be careful how I address this, because, like, no matter how you feel about an individual, you shouldn't want, like, yeah, we'll do this. I'm trying to think of how to do this and to say it tactfully. I take issue, or I have kind of this weirdness about what happened yesterday. And I've got fears that go along with that. And it kind of makes me wonder what kind of world is my daughter about to grow up in, all because of what happened yesterday. And I think that's about how I can best, you know, address it at the moment in a very tactful manner. That is a concern of mine, is what is she going to end up experiencing in this life because of those events? And I think that right now there are a lot of major implications that we have yet to address because of it. Yeah, that's my big fear. To the point where I specifically chose, like, the sermon that I preached this morning was based on things that I have heard. I have literally heard thus far people calling for violence because of the events that happened. And so what I ended up preaching was, as much as is in you, live peaceably with all men. And I talked about that and what that means for us as individuals, that, you know, there may be certain powers that call for an unbiblical attitude
Nice to meet ya.
in the face of everything that's gone on, but we still have a duty and a responsibility to seek peace with those who are around us, and that we can live in peace regardless of what may happen. And like I said, there's a lot that's attached to the ins and outs of this, and I don't want to just I don't want to make the stream about these events. But when I see someone praise God and, claim they want other people to die
Zombie herd.
in the same
Is there
breath.
anything lower professionally?
Oh, okay. I'm done with this already. I take huge issue with that. I do. And even still with with what happened, I don't know. There's a lot that goes along with it, and I'm trying my best to be as, like I said, as tactful as I possibly can. Sometimes it's just, getting my thoughts out. You wouldn't wish, you don't wish an early expiration on a person. And that's how I feel about that. Okay, we got the all-seeing eye. So now, we have a new eyeball. We can do this, and I can hold, and we can see where things are on the map. So that's, the purpose of this. We're wanting to go this way because I think our net is over here. Or not. There's a big mole over here. Moly, 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 moly. I just don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like I sent to you in a message. We are living in a time where unprecedented times has become the precedent. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Where did I put that? Because I need to get the... Yeah. There it is. I need the net. Nothing but net. Get jackhammered.
Adios.
I just don't know. Time will tell as to what's going to happen in this generation. And anyway, there's not too much I can say. Just it is reality, and we'll see what the future holds. Other than, I guess, we can be different than those who are around us and choose a different path. We can choose to be better. And I think that's something that I can say that we are able to do, is we can choose to be better than others in our actions and how we treat other people. And that's not an arrogance thing. That's just we have that capability as people. Oh. Exactly. And that's something that I've talked to my own daughter about. I've said, I've said that exact thing. I got to go back and get that, get the lightning bugs. I can't control other people. The only thing that I can control is me. And again, I talked about something like that in a sermon a few months back, or not a few months back, last month. I talked about the act of accepting responsibility for our actions, that when we do something wrong, we should admit to the fact, hey, I did something wrong. And I discussed the fact that sometimes we try to blame other people by saying, well, if you hadn't have done this, then I wouldn't have done this. And I said, brethren, you need to understand something. You can't use this pad yet. Okay. Just maybe I have jumped the gun as to what I can do. I'll figure it out in a moment, though. So where do we go from here? Ooh, I
Here's a
bet
nice
this
light.
would be it.
But like Cosmo, it is not very bright. 3 small lights.
There we go. Now I can do. Good. You know, but that's the thing. A lot of people like exactly, and that's what I honed in on, is that some people try to dodge responsibility by making the statement, well, you know, if you hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have done this. And so really and truly, it's not my fault that I did this, it's your fault that I did this. And I had to remind them, the Bible says, the soul that sinneth, it shall die. So, you know, I can't sit here and say something like, well, you know, Claire, you made me mad. And so, Claire, because you made me mad, this is your fault. I don't remember where I'm supposed to aim this thing at. I do notice when I aim over here, though, those start to work, so we're going to try that and
As
see.
with all things, fireflies will seek freedom.
Oh, okay, so I got to go get more fireflies again. But it's very popular to place the blame on somebody else. But again, that's something that I've tried to model with my own kid. Like, there are times I've flat out had to tell her, hey, it's my fault that I did this. My fault. Not your fault. It's my fault. Because, you know, she'll like, hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to cause you to react that way. It's like, no. I caused myself to react that way. You know, your behavior is, you know, maybe there's times where that needs to improve, but if I do something wrong, it's because I did something wrong. I can't use you as a scapegoat to act as if I'm scot-free. So I think this is what I'm supposed to do now. I think I've got this right. I'm working on stupid muscle memory. Literally stupid muscle memory. Put that there. And now we shall take part in the worst boss battle in this game. And I'm not really worried about all the other stuff that's hidden through here. We're just gonna move forward progress. Worst boss in this game. That is the worst boss in this game. Now, Andrew, how is that the worst boss in this game? Get ready to find out.
Hey, what's all this?
Giddy up, cowboy!
Oh my, indeed.
Listen to me, Vince. Use their falling rocks.
So we are literally riding a rat.
Powers.
Yeehaw!
Cut this evil statue.
I gotta kind of be careful of those things when they happen. And so what I'm trying to do, and I made the mistake, is I'm actually supposed to allow those things to bop me in the head. So I'm slowing down so I can kind of pace when I need to go. Ah, it just did miss me. Just did miss me. But that's literally this boss fight. And it's going to get worse. So I jump that. I'm going to wait for everything to start shaking to see if I can figure out a right here. Alright, and yes, the boss has jiggle physics. So that's the second part of this, is the ground starts to disappear underneath me. And I have to be careful of the waves because of that. Thankfully, though, at least it's like this. Oh! Alright. Alright. I will say Cosmo has some strong voodoo power because I don't know how you make stone jiggle. No!
I'm still here.
But he made stone jiggle. Come on, come on. Sometimes it's just timing. And the problem is, I can't hear anything out of my television. Like, because Elgato takes that up. So I don't have any sound cues at the moment. I'm having to pay attention, crud, to the visuals at the side and trying to jump at the right time so I don't end up falling into a bottomless pit. Come on, come on. Nope! I'm gonna get hit, but that's fine. I will check chat in just a moment. No, I'm gonna mess this one up and not go through it, so I've got to... Like I said, I'll check chat in just a minute. Okay, I thought I saw chat move, but it didn't. Oh, just barely jumped that. Alright, so I got one more I've got to jump. Come on. Come on. No! I missed it. Oh, I missed it. Come on. Oop. Come on. All right, Vince. We got this. We got this. We got this. Slow down. Slow down. Oof. Okay. No, I'm gonna fall into a pit. I got one last life, or I gotta start this boss all over again. I guess one positive thing is the fact that, I think it's a positive thing that it works out that way. That you're allowed to stay in the boss fight even if you've just, you know, lost a life instead of making you restart it all over again. Although I'm going to restart it all over again if I keep this up. Slow down, slow down. Oh. Alright, let's load, let's load. I walked away for 1 minute. 1 minute! I know, I tried! Giddy up, little rat racer.
Listen to me, Vince.
Oh, we
Use
just
the
skipped the
falling
boss
rocks.
fight, or the
They will
introduction.
amplify your voodoo powers
Alright, let's
and hunt
watch out
this
for that
evil
white
statue.
wave. Okay, we'll slow down for a moment, because stuff should start falling in just a moment. Perfect. Alright. Let this stuff just kind of fall. Should see the evidence of another white one again. Slow down again. Very interesting. Yeah. There we go. Like, I don't understand quite what they were going for. And the fact that they, like I said, the fact that they gave it jiggle physics. Like, some of the bosses in this game are kind of, they're what's the word? That's a choice. Like, I don't understand how some of the bosses work. That's gonna fall right into the hole.
I'm still here?
You know, how they ended up making the decision they did to go, hey, we're gonna make that into a boss. But they did. Yeah! Alright, first try. Jiggle no more.
Yeehaw! Oh,
And I like how the rat just kind of gets up and walks off like, I'm going to go get a coffee now. Now, I do want to do one thing, simply because of the fact I'm a glutton for punishment. Incidentally enough, if I were to get a game over at this part, I'd have to redo this fight all over again. And I would scream. I'm looking at the time. I may actually beat... No, actually, I won't beat this game. Whoop. But, like, I gotta figure out how I'm going to pull off the second stream of this, because I'm literally almost done with the game. Like, I'm over halfway through it. I've got 3 stages left. Like, seriously. Probably what's going to happen is I'll do the next 2... I'll do at least one more stay. We'll figure it out. We'll play it by ear. If we get to the point where we're at the last... I actually may save the last area for last if we get to that. Because the last area is going to take me at least 2 hours. Because the last area is absolutely frustrating. That is the carnival. And I went through the wrong exit. That was actually the right exit, the one that had the other thing. Thankfully, I don't have to redo the race. Oh. Oh. That was close. You know, I think I've realized another reason why I enjoy playing these games, at least an extra added benefit, is like, these are things I can write about. Like, I can talk about retro games and things of that nature. You know, it may not... Oh, I love this level. This is my favorite level in the game. Not necessarily the level, but one of the characters that's in it. That's not the character, by the way. I'll remember what I was going to say in just a moment.
Vince, the manor house. Much zombie dust was spilled here. You must help. But first, there's a dog to contend with. He can't hurt you, but he can keep you from entering the mansion.
But, like, I can write about this stuff. it won't go onto the site just yet, and I'll have to do a little bit of rejiggering of it when it does go to the site. We had to do Total Apex. The gaming site has gone through kind of an overhaul, and that's actually one of the things I did this weekend, was help with that overhaul. Literally, it was the site owner, the SEO, the woman in charge of SEO, and then me, helping with some of having to go back to every article, go through every article and make changes to those articles. By the way, it's that easy getting in here. I'll explain it in just a moment, because I want this cutscene to play. Or it may not be this cutscene. It may be one coming up.
Good luck getting out of here alive. I mean, bad luck. I mean, bad. You little doll guy.
Some architect is very cruel.
Yeah.
This room can be rotated to open passages and staircases.
So,
each floor can be turned with one
at
of the
any
small
rate,
buttons on
yeah,
the
I
floor.
gotta do a bunch of changes there. So I'm gonna look at this real quick. I'm gonna have to get another bell to put there. I don't have access to that yet. This, I think I can go ahead and do this. I'll find out in just a second.
Don't these things
Okay, it does nothing
usually
at the
make
moment.
noise?
So, like, we had to make some changes to the website. And so I was involved in that process, which is kind of fun. Not necessarily. Oh, okay. So I've got to change the second one now. So, like, Labyrinth in 2 years is going to celebrate its 40th anniversary. That's the movie that had David Bowie as Jareth, Jennifer Garner as a character. It celebrates its 40th anniversary in 2 years. Well, 2 companies have actually been involved in making, first of all, there is a comic series that is in the works right now by Boom Comics, which is dedicated to the Labyrinth movie, but they're going to base it more on the events of the original story or screenplay that was written by A.C.H. Smith, Jim Henson, and one other. And not so much the movie, which was written by Terry... I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he did a lot of the writing for the... what movies? The Monty Python movies. Was it Terry Gilliam? I think is his name. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Got an extra life. There's nothing else I can do up here at the moment. Not Terry Gilliam. Anyway, I can't think of his name. But at any rate, it's being based on that. There's also a... Wrong way. I gotta fix that. There's also a board game in the works. And the... I guess you could say, for lack of better wording, the Kickstarter for this board game actually ends, I think on the 16th. It may be either Monday or Tuesday that it comes to an end. And so I wrote about that because we have a board game section. So I was able to write about the board game. I was able to write about the movie and the comic book. And you know what else I was able to slip in? I slipped in a quick review for the NES game. Because of the fact that, you know, I had played it, and I'm like, I kind of want other people to get exposed to this. and to see that, you know, there was, you know, this type of game, and maybe get people interested in it.
The house has been destroyed. You will
Oh,
need help
we're
from
not
someone
at this
downstairs
portion
to cross
yet.
the ruined wing.
Yeah, I can't do this just yet, so I've got to get it out of me. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Ding dong. Ding dong. But that's what I look for in a lot of the things that I write, are opportunities, one, to write about things that I know. There are openings, and you don't have to have a college, because I don't have a college degree in journalism. You do have to give kind of an example of an article. Oh, hi there. So I'm going to get a little bit of help.
Where you going?
This stage is kind of frustrating. Because I just remembered what's upcoming. Oops. Oh, I have to go this way. Hi. So I'm going to follow you. You do have to give an example of your writing, and you have to pick a niche. Like, our boss kind of has told us, I'm giving you something that new employees won't receive, and that thing that, you know, we're getting is, we are able to kind of branch out, and I forgot I've got to move quickly or else I'm going to die.
This doesn't look like heaven.
Whoops. I will express that again in just a moment. Give me just a minute and I will answer any query that you may have had. Alright. Alright, we're back. Now, here's the cutscene I want to wait on. That was the butler. And that's a dead guy.
Hello, I'm Dolly.
Of course you are.
Will you be my friend?
I'm a little busy right now. I'm looking for my boss. Sturdy, magical lady wearing a...
I said that was the
robe.
butler.
Oh, you must mean Madame Charmaine.
You know her? You know where she is?
Sure, they took her to the carnival to pray. I can show you how to get there, but could you get rid of the...
Oh, okay, I'll tell you the other thing in just a moment.
How about you show
I
me
like
the way
this
to the
character a
carnival
lot.
grave, and then I look into your little monster infestation.
Yeah, I'll tell you in just a moment.
Short stuff. I mean, fair is fair. Take care of all the monsters on the second floor, and then I'll help you.
Okay, I'll look into it. Why do I always get roped into these things?
My hero.
Right, whatever.
Okay, so, as far as that's concerned, I'll have to ask what process someone has to go through. What I've been told is that they are requiring an example of writing, you know, like an article or something of that nature. And if you're accepted in, there are certain rules that you're going to have to follow about images and things of that nature, which, if you were accepted, I can walk you through that and help you with that, no problem. It'd be relatively easy. You'd have, it's going to drop down and hope for the best. Okay, cool. Oh, I got to follow this guy again. All right, let's do this. So, or did I make a mistake? I may not have needed to go this way. And I just biffed it. So, whoop! But I can find out who who you need to get in contact with. Or I'd even double check the website and make sure the website has one of those, like, and see if it has kind of one of those ad type things, like, hey, are you interested in working here? I'll have to see if it's got one of those. We're not really able to mess with the website at the moment because of the overhaul that it's going through, and I haven't even seen if it's finished or not. Give me just a second and let me double check. No. But I can see about it. You've got to have an example of your work. That's the requirement. You also have to be willing to pick up a niche. And by niche, it's like, are you willing to write about games? Are you wanting to write about sports? Are you wanting to write about entertainment? That sort of thing. And you've got to be willing to write so many articles a week. It's like a requirement of 5 articles a week. And they do have what's called pillar articles, which pillar articles are entrusted to certain individuals that are like 3,000 plus word articles. Did I get this? No, I didn't get this yet. No, okay. It's fine. I'm going to die again in a minute. How do I get that item? I thought I'd gone in the right direction. I got the butler. And, nuts. He buttled. But, I'm missing something somewhere. Because I need to be able to swing to those items, and I have missed out on that. I'm hoping I'm not supposed to give that to, I don't know what's going on, so we'll get it figured out in a minute. Oh. So, I just wanted to see what would happen if I did this. And I'm seeing what would happen by my doing this. Did that kind of get your question answered, or did I just kind of not do a good job of that? Oh, it didn't double jump. I can write, and I know I can write well. Literature, top classes. Write about whatever. Honestly, enjoy sports games. I just didn't think it would be I just didn't think it would be a small job for me. Okay. Hey, I will look into, I will see what I need to do to get you in there and get you to talk to someone and get something sent in. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can about it. But one of the things I would do is, like, at the bottom of the website, see if there is a thing for careers. And if there is, I would definitely, take a look at that. If not, I can go from there.
Try to keep me alive this time.
But there's actually a streamer who a friend of mine knows that I'm wanting to get in contact with. I know it's kind of, I hate to use this term, but it's kind of older news at this point. But I'm wanting to write an article soon about a streamer. The monsters upstairs gone. Okay. So I do need to go upstairs, but how do I do the run and jump thing? No, I understand completely. Like, I don't feel like you're writing in on the fact that I work there. Like, my only thought process is, because knowing me isn't going to get you a job there. I'm not, no, I'm not considered that way. Oops, wrong button. But, I can, just get information. And I'm not saying that that's what you were thinking, but I'm just wanting to let you know, wanting to kind of say, like, the way I worded that kind of sounded bad, and I didn't mean for it to sound that way. Oh, hey, I'll accept that. Did I? I did. Or did I? Ah! Now I can go. Now I can go. We're good now. We figured out where to go from here. Good.
Many of Cosmo's monsters have taken up residence on this floor. Observe where they come from. Use your powers wisely, and this place will be peaceful once again.
I don't think that. I don't think that at all, Claire. Like, I know the situation as far as with how frustrating your last job was for you and all that you had to deal with. I don't think that at all. The way I look at it is you're trying to find work that will allow you to do work. And it's also going to be, like you said, a remote job. So it'll be, I don't want to say easier, but it'll be somewhat less stress-free because the only people you're having to really deal with are editors and things of that nature. Mandatory meetings. And to be honest with you, this is kind of more of a stress-free job. The only bad thing is, and I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with it, is that it's a small site, and so the paycheck is not going to be big starting out. That's the one thing I'd want to kind of warn you about, is like the way that you're paid so much for writing an article, and then the rest of the payment is based on how well the article performs. Do you get visits? Is there, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you have, I can't remember exact wording that they give, but, there's something else dealing with the SEO. And so, like, some people right now are getting, like, $10, $15 paychecks, and they're putting work into it. So that is one thing I would want to point out. But I've enjoyed it so far because my ability to write has improved because of it. And I'm being introduced to various games and ideas, and I'm learning to kind of keep up with what's news and what's not. Although I will say the worst art, and when I say worst, I don't mean worst as in from a writing standpoint. There are some articles I'm not quite proud of as far as the way I wrote them, and I wish I could have done them differently. But the hardest article I think I've done so far... I would expect you... Okay, I got you. That's good. Okay, maybe it's over this way where I need to go. The hardest article I've written so far has been the article on Dr. Decomposing. simply because of the fact that I was getting, not Dr. Decomposing, blah, a different doctor, Dr. Disrespect. Because I read, like, his response to the whole thing, and it honestly made me feel kind of sick. And I kind of felt like, you know, his attitude towards the whole situation, kind of vile and creepy. I should say vile and creepy, but just the fact that the guy literally has no care about what he did bugs the living daylights out of me. And just the feeling that, you know, if someone had done that with my daughter, yeah, we would not be in a good situation. I'm probably going to go out before yeah. But that's what I'm going to need to do, is go back over there, so... Of course, you know, I'm doing this because it does supplement things a little bit. It's the same reason why I'm streaming, is it's slight supplementing. Although I am going to work on something. I actually feel like I want to discourage people from subbing. Because the Twitch prices have gone up, I want to kind of discourage people from buying a sub to the channel. What I may want to do instead is, like, instead of going, yeah, you know, buy the, you know, emotes, I'm still going to, like, pay. I'm still going to pay for emotes. But I think I'm going to offer them through 7TV instead. And just kind of like, hey, because you're part of this channel, and just say, here are things that you can do to help the channel without spending a dime. And having things like, you know, almost. You know, like, if you like it, and, you know, you think that it's something other people would watch, you know, I've got to get better at doing the Twitter posts about them, but sharing things on Twitter, you know, stuff like that, that's kind of what I'm more wanting, because I feel guilty about asking people to spend money. No! Just for a few emotes. Or in this case, I've got like, what, 2 emotes? So... yeah! You have 7 in total. 7 emotes. Yeah. Oop! Wah, wah, wah. Alright, let's not fall into the bottomless pit. But it goes back to what I was saying, is like this game is like up there, like, with the notorious platformers of the time that are like, hey, how are we going to handle, oh crud, I gotta be on the table to get that done. Don't I? How I get through door? You gotta love when the haunted houses have, like, pictures of characters you've already met. Am I supposed to go back? Yep. Welp indeed. Alright. Let's just skip to the last level. Hopefully they should all be done at this point. Emphasis on should. Doesn't mean they will be. They are. Good. So can I just leave and go back to the butler? Because these, I think I should be able to leave. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back this way and see what happens. It's not gonna hurt. They're all dead. So it's not like it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Right? Right. 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 His voice gets deeper. But, like, those are things that I've been thinking right now. Like I said, I just feel guilty about asking someone, hey, give me your money to watch me play video games. Like, let the ads run. I mean, I know that's not, like, necessarily sustainable. But I figure there's got to be a way that we can do this without me having to ask for money that should be given to, like, your families, you know, in this economic period. And I'm probably alone in this mindset, which is, you know, fine. It doesn't bother me. Hi! Oh! Oh! That's how I get the door open! No, actually, because of the fact that I'm, because of the fact that I am what I am, I don't even remember what I am right now. It's not, I think I am partnered. Or not partnered, but what's the word I'm looking for? There's something before partnered. I'm an affiliate. So, as an affiliate, I still get paid. I don't get paid as much, but I still get paid. But I have to earn like $50 before I can really get, you know, paid, which is fine. Doesn't bother me. But that's the way that they've got it set up. So now I should be able to talk to, or I'm getting close to being able to talk to her. Yeah, I've still got to deal with the trophy room, and I've got more of these monsters. So yeah, we're good. Yeah, I need to find some ammunition.
Looks like quite a party. Well, time to send these guys packing.
Oh. So, I've got to remember how this stage works. I know I've got that, but I don't remember what to do with that bow and arrow, other than launching myself. But there's something else that I've got to do, I think. Can I jump on that? And yeah, I think I can. I just missed it. Because I've actually gotten paid by Twitch once before. Like, when this was at its height, like, when I was living in South Carolina, I had, like, 5 subs, which, you know, someone goes, well, that's not really a lot. It was enough. I actually got a $50, I got $100 from them, and I split it evenly with Soy Bomb, because when this originally started, it was 2 of us doing this together. We were Milk Men Deluxe, which is why all of my emotes start with Milk Me, which is very problematic. When you're trying to, you know, have a, you know, be doing streams, and it's like, so it's just awkward that you're, when your emotes start with the phrase milk me, but not a lot I can do about that. Yeah, if I weren't able to get paid off of subs, I don't think I would have, well, let me rephrase that because I'm trying to, you know, nuts. Anyway, it just is. Yeah. It was really fun for both of us looking at our stuff and like one of mine is like ad. Really? That's odd. Right, I know what I need to do. I got this. I know what I'm doing. Drop this here. And I come over, I come over this way. Are the ads over? It's weird because on my side, it's not showing that I should be able to have an ad right now. We're gonna go up like this, and that is not high enough. They are now. I'm being told that I've got 13 minutes before any ads. So that's strange to me, which I guess ads are, you know, it's Twitch. But, we'll try aiming here. Nope, still too low. Go up. And we're too high. Splat. So we're going to drop down just a little bit and we should be good to go. Because we need to set ourselves on fire. And then we'll be fine. Set ourselves on fire. Do the dynamite. Rinse, slather, repeat. I think right here is not where I'm supposed to go. Good grief. I will get this eventually. I'm purposely ignoring enemies at the moment. I'm going to take them out when there's less of a chance of these little suckers respawning. How about here? No. Hi. How you doing? How you doing, buddies? Go ahead. Yeah, chase me, little imp. You're not gonna get me. Here.
I'm flying.
I want to... No! I'm going to have to kill some things in a minute. Just because I'm getting frustrated. But, you know, it's... We go up. Boop. Perfect! And then I come over here, and I gotta start the process all over again. I'm gonna grab some of these, because that's gonna be helpful. Grab the health, that's gonna be helpful. And we just start the process all over again. Go back up. Rinse, slather, repeat. So it's just remembering how I go through these stages. just drop this here, and we'll come over this way. And we'll have to aim high up. We've already established that. By the way, the bear's in overalls, if you haven't noticed. There's your good look. Claro! You Claire! What did I just say? What did I just say? And I just got 3 notifications at once. Firebot, followed by Streamlabs, followed by Twitch. I don't know if any of them appeared on the screen. Claire, you didn't have to do that. I just explicitly said. Tired of, okay. Let me say that's fair. That's fair. So I guess, you know, that's how I'll word that, is like, unless you are just absolutely tired of ads and you don't want to deal with it, then yes, by all means. You know, like, I know some people who watch this stream will use ad blockers so they don't have to deal with all of that. But I do appreciate the sub. Thank you very much, ma'am. It is greatly appreciated. We did mid-conversation, and I just I can understand. I was watching someone stream today, a little bit, and they were playing Dead by Daylight, because of course they were. And the person in question, like, was playing as Pyramid Head, swung and hit Alan Wake. Ouch. And plus it's you, I don't mind dropping them. I appreciate it, I really do. Thank you very much. The moment she hit Alan Wake's character, the ad popped up, and I just replied in chat, "You hit Alan so hard, you knocked him into an ad break." But I am grateful for you, Claire, and for your willingness to do that. And hey, you should have like some emotes that you wouldn't normally have access to for that. So that's always a plus. Because I don't think I've got any of the... I've got some emotes that are free, but I think the 2 new ones, the puppy and the bruh, are subscriber only. I just gotta work on getting more. Yes, that precious puppy. I'm looking forward to snuggling her soon. Get them snuggles, get them snuggles. And we hit it. Very good. Alright. So we have every creature in this room killed. That door opens for us. We could go back and get a few items, but wait, that's not the door. The door, our exit door, is up there, so I do have to go around. I've got to get in touch with Julie. I've not really, I don't want to say pestered her, but Julie is getting married soon. And so I've not wanted to, I don't want to say bother, because, you know, art is kind of part of her job. But I've not wanted to place a lot on her because of that. And, you know, so I'm wanting to get more emotes soon. I've got to figure out what I want. I kind of like the idea of taking my face and kind of, I guess lack of better wording, peepoing it. I know a lot of people don't like the peepo frog, but I like the facial expressions and things of that nature. Or potentially even doing more based on Piper, you know, kind of like I've got there. And kind of, for lack of better wording, almost immortalizing her. That way, even after, and I really hate to put it in these terms, even after Piper is gone, you know, I can have the emotes of her and have something to remember. You know, I'll have a lot to remember her by. Oh, please don't. Okay. We don't. Not to say I don't have anything to remember her by now, but I would have that with the other as well. And if someone were to ask, you know, well, what is that? Well, that is one of the best dogs that ever lived. Sit down and let me tell you about Piper. There we go. That's the one I want to go through. You gotta do the butler all over again. You'll have that yeah. And so that is definitely something that I'm looking into as far as oh, and I don't have to do the butler again. I can just go this way and cheat. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet again so you guys can hear more of Dolly's wonderful
Well, I
talk.
wiped out your monsters for you.
Hooray! Ew, you're such a hero. And now, your reward.
If cash is a problem, I accept all major credit cards.
Not that silly. I'll show you to the carnival now. We'll take the train. It's the nicest train in the whole world.
A train? This is more like it. Ah! Don't do that!
I need to freshen up a bit. The butler will show you across the 3rd floor now. Follow him. Then head through the tree. I'll see you at the train station.
At least somebody is trying to help. She may be a touch psychotic, but she's helping.
Again, Dolly is my favorite character in this entire game. I will stand by that 100% of the way. So I don't think I have to go this way now. I am just to make sure. Because I feel like we've got a different path now that we're taking. And things are a little bit more dangerous. She creepy but cute. Yeah.
Afterlife was really short.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I like her. She has a lot of personality. And in a game like this, that's definitely something you want in your characters, is just a ton of personality. Woo! Yeah, we're on a different path now, buddy. Come on, catch up, Vince. Thank you. Ah! Dude, start speeding up on me. That's no bueno. Oh, don't tell me Ah! No! 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 So I didn't have to follow the butler through here. We have established that. I made a mistake, and I get to watch this guy wander around for a minute just so I can go back through there. We have learned a lesson. It's a valuable lesson. It's a lesson that I haven't realized in a long time. So that happened. Yeah, that happened. That was a thing. That was definitely a thing. I think I'm about to yeah, go ahead and come back this way, and I'll worry about you in a minute. Come back this, thank you. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get to the treetops and get into the next section. And once I get into the next section, probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. Because we're more than halfway through this game, which is good. It means that this will probably be a 2-stream game by the looks of things. If I don't completely mess things up during the final stage, which is absolutely possible at this point. I wish it weren't, but yeah, at any rate. Let's see. Come on. Why did I do the 3? I wanted to do 2. There we go. 2 is the one I wanted. Alright. This should get me where I'm wanting to go. Alright, we're good to go. And I'm probably going to spend just a small bit of time working on the schedule. That way I can start having those back up again. Today worked out because every second Sunday we have what we kind of call Church Eat Church. We have worship services, then we eat a fellowship meal together, and then we we have worship services right after. I'm actually trying to see if I can convince the elders here to doing that every Sunday, and it may not be until next month before we can maybe do something like that. I don't know. May not even happen. If it does, then yeah, we'll probably be doing more Sunday streams. Has the air conditioner been bad as far as the sound quality is concerned? I know it's probably in the background, but it is kind of a needful thing at the moment because I don't want to roast alive in this room. Nuts. But I mean, has it really messed with the sound quality? Like, is it too much? Is it fine? I'm just wanting to make sure to get everyone's thoughts. That way, I actually only hear you in the game. I don't hear the AC and I'm on. Okay. That makes me happy because it shows up on my mic, but my mic also has noise canceling, software built into it. And I have it set where only the front part of the microphone picks up sound, or only the front is supposed to pick up sound. So, hey, look at this. This guy, we're having to do this again, because this is fun. This is fun. I'm about to lose him. All right, we made it. We made it. Yeah, it's $100. I hope so. It's $100 Yeti Blue. So I'm hoping it would. Let's see what the Angry God one is. Oh, okay. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the stream here. We've been streaming for about 3 hours and 30 minutes. And, we've progressed pretty far today. We're going to exit here. All your progress in this zone will be lost. Return to the Voodoo Shop, yeah. Because it just saved my game. Just got a new headset. We'll have to game soon. So, yeah, we'll figure that out. So, I want to say thank you real quick to, as always, I want to say thank you to Inu, to Claire. Yasmina was here earlier. And we had, Bubba James was here earlier as well. So, we've had a few people here today in our stream. We've had some that have lurked. And of course, whether you're here, whether you're lurking, I am grateful for your presence. I hope you all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next stream. Bye, guys. You guys have a good night as well. Stay cool. Stay safe.